make shakshuka today. We're starting with 2 big onions. We gotta cut the onions to small pieces before we fry it. So we're gonna need garlic, like half a head, and about 6 or 7 tomatoes. The garlic I already chopped in and I added it together with the onions that I'm gonna start frying right now. Took a very big, very large pan. I put some oil, not too much. We're not making french fries. And I'm taking all the onions. I'm gonna put it in with the garlic, mix it up, and let it fry on a small fire to start with while I'm cutting the tomatoes and getting ready. Speed up the process of the tomatoes. We're gonna use this tool, so that's gonna be much easier. Voila, we have tomatoes. Now when we have all the tomatoes cut off, I'm going to take tomato sauce, add this to this whole thing. So I added the tomato sauce and I mixed it all up. Then you take salt and you add some salt. Pepper, red. Add as much as you like. Gotta make it spicy. And then black pepper. Also spicy. We're also gonna add oil, not too much. And start mixing the whole thing. So now I put it on high fire, high flame, because I need the onions to become golden brown. And if I give it on a small fire, it's gonna take forever. Mixing is necessary and to try to keep it even, and every couple of minutes to continue until we get to the final result. So now ready, the golden brown. We're going to take all that thing, we're going to pour it right on top of it, and then mix it. Mixing is important. Mixing is done, and now this is the way it is, and it gotta be covered for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depends how hot you want it, on medium fire. Reduce the fire and we'll let it cook. If you need to add water, add water. It has been about 10 minutes on small to medium fire. I'm going to remove the cap, and we won't need it now for some time. Because what's important now is for all this juice underneath to disappear. It's just too wet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the fire and let it dry up a little. And so now when it looks like it's dry, and we can tell that it's kind of dry, we need to add eggs. This is how I'm going to do that. I'm going to make some space, let's say 8 eggs. 1, then we start. Egg number 1 goes here. We gotta make sure we do not break the eggs. If they break and mix with this thing, it's never gonna be tasty. And so we're gonna put 8 eggs in here. Oh, we added the eggs, and we don't want to make it too shy, so we're gonna add some salt, and again some pepper, red pepper, and some black pepper. And now we're going to cover it a little bit to get it cooked a little better. When it looks like it's ready, I'm going to remove the cap, and we have a shakshuka ready, homemade.
next is saffron infused orange marmalade. And no, it sounds like a handful, but it's not. It's just really, really easy to do this. Basically, the rule of thumb here is just to remember, keep it simple. So that's 1 cup of orange juice, freshly squeezed orange juice, 1 cup of orange zest, and 1 cup of orange segments. Basically, have a look at on our culinary technique section, and you'll be able to see, if you don't know how to do zest, segments, you'll be able to see how to do them. And basically, 1 cup of each, put it all in a nice little container like this. A flat container is really important when you want to dehydrate things, liquid-based things, or if you're going to make stock. And in base, we're going to do, since we're going to do orange marmalade here, it's really, really important to have it in a flat container, or in a container like this would do the job. And basically that's that. I'm going to pour in over my juice here, and I'm going to add a couple of saffron leaves, just a couple on top. It will do the trick because it's going to infuse gently. I'm a bit short of oranges. Does anyone have orange? Okay, there we go. What I'm going to do here, just going to quickly show you how this is done. Directly in there, right? Make sure the orange is cleaned, dried. Beautiful. Look at all that citrus flushing out. It just smells gorgeous. These are Victorian Valencia oranges. And you can do this and it lasts forever. Literally, there's nothing to go off, especially when we add a cup of dark agave. And that's it. Yeah? Look how easy this is. Once you've done this, got all these beautiful zests in there. Grab a nice little fillet knife, and once you get all your segments out, you mix it around. Dark agave. What I have here is infused orange dark agave. It's been sitting around for a while. Oh, that just smells divine. Now you put a cup of that in here. With a fork, give it a nice little stir, yeah? And because the reason why I'm using dark is just because orange marmalade usually needs to be sitting on the stove for like 4 to 5 or 6 hours sometimes to just slowly simmer away, so you get that beautiful, glazy, glistening marmalade happening. And in this case, we've got a beautiful saffron, a couple of nice bits of saffron in there. And then you basically use some of this cooking paper. Put on top of this, so it's that all dehydrates evenly, and you can always use a knife to put on top, so it keeps the paper down. And a dehydrator, I would say between 12 to 16 hours. Keep an eye on it though. All you want is a nice glistening, thick marmalade. And this is the consistency that you're looking for. Check this out. Oh my god, look at that. Beautiful. Seriously, it's just delicious.